Hey everybody, how you doing? And welcome to the Action Con panel. I'm Ben Yakel. I own Explosive Comics on Eagle Rock Boulevard in Eagle Rock. And if you have a green wristband on, you can exchange it for the comic of the day if you just come by the shop sometime before the weekend. Okay, and so we're here for the show. You know why you're here, and so am I. Oh gosh, I can't even freaking tell you how cool this is for me. I'm backstage with these three guys. Let me tell you, they are as down to earth as they come. Crackpipe, Pantherman, and the Jeweler. Okay. Now, if you have the green wristband on, you're in the right place, and that. Should I go to the mic? And that band, the green band, gets you into the VIP meet and greet after the party with the cast, huh? All right, meet and greet with the green. Those with the rose-colored wristband, I don't know if there's any of you out there, you're in the wrong place. Okay, you're supposed to be at the Carrie Elway's autograph signing. And that's in his booth, which is between Lou Ferrigno and the guy from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. My booth is down there too, Explosive Comics book, and I'm booth number 1, because I put this whole thing together here today. All right, well, enough talk. Come on now, let's meet our stars. You ready? I am so stoked. Here they are, the best action trio on TV.
They work for the U.S. government, America's best undercover men. They're ex-international assassins. Whenever there's trouble, they send them in. Crackpipe, Pantherman, and the Jeweler. If you're a drug runner, you best beware. If you're a porn peddler, they'll be there. Counterfeiters, arms dealers, kidnappers, dictators, you best prepare. You best beware, cause they will be there. Crackpipe, Pantherman, and the Jeweler. Crackpipe, he knows the streets like the back of his hand. He can blend in and blend out. Don't mess with this dude, or you might get cracked. Pantherman, he knows what's up. He can sense trouble from a mile away, and he's not afraid to prowl with the female bad guys. Don't mess with this cat, or you might get pounced on. The Jeweler, he knows precious stones and precious secrets. He sees everything up close and magnified. Don't mess with this craftsman, or you may get looked at the wrong way. Crackpipe, Pantherman, and the Jeweler.
Ladies and gentlemen, Crackpipe, Pantherman, and the Jeweler! This is so great. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, all right, well we just, it's so exciting. And we want to thank all of you who filled out question cards. And know that we'll try and get to as many of your questions as we possibly can before we have to make room for it's coming in later, right? The Christopher Lloyd one-man tribute show to George Harrison called My Sweet Lloyd. Coming in right here after us, so we're going to get right now. It's time to answer your questions with Crackpipe, Pantherman, and the Jeweler! Okay, we got a question right here for Crackpipe. All right, Crackpipe says here, seems like every show there's a great fight scene. And they look really real. are they?
Hey, great, Ben, right?
Yeah.
Great question, Ben. Great question for whoever asked that. They do look real, don't they? And sometimes they get real out of hand is what they do. There's two kinds of fights that we usually have that we choreograph, and if we got time, do we have time on the panel?
Sure.
I'd like to share them both with you. The first we call it the slap fight, S-L-A-P. It's a mnemonic device that we worked out. Right?
Yeah.
It stands for cell, lighting, angle, post. Watch how it works. Do you remember, Ben, you probably remember this, some of you folks remember this one. Do you remember Ring Around Rosie Pocket Full of Death?
Yeah. Yeah, we do, huh?
Remember we went out of the flower mart, right? And I was playing the delivery guy in the back. Ooh, I'm taking the flowers out of the truck. They're from Ecuador. And then, but remember, it was Rico, wasn't it? Rico, the drug cartel guy. Yeah, played by a Latino, of course. He was gluing coca leaves to the rose stem. So it's like, how's all this coke flooding L.A., you know? And it was like, well, they were gluing coca leaves to the stems.
Interesting factoid, Rico was played by a young Kiefer Sutherland at the time. Up to
I
come.
didn't know that.
No, that is, he was indeed. And so you remember this fight, it was down at the flower mart, right? And I'm doing this stuff, and I go, hey Rico, sometimes you just gotta stop and smell my fist, and then you sell it like this, right? That's the sell, and they light it a certain way, they take it from a certain angle, and we do what in post is called the sound. And it goes like this. Ready? Let's try it again. Remember slap, right?
Yeah.
Cell, lighting, angle, and post. So you go cell, lighting, angle, and whoosh. It sounds like that. I actually do them in ADR. So I'll go in and go whoosh, whoosh. Okay, it's called the slap fight. We call that. And the other one, this one not everybody knows, right? It's called the SPPB. And it doesn't really sound like anything, but here's how it works. Oh, do you remember this? Do you remember this episode? Mary Had a Little Death. Who remembers that show? Right? Where Crackpipe goes undercover as the old lady. You thought it was somebody else for a second, didn't you? No, it was me. I'm just being an old lady. I'm a very old lady working in the church basement. I remember the drug cartel guy, I think also Rico. Same guy, right? Played that time by Lou Diamond Phillips. He comes in, he's putting Quaaludes in the tater tot casserole, right? And that's how he's moving Quaaludes into the street, right? But Crackpipe, he dresses up, I'm a very old lady. Oh, Rico, I have something in my bag for you. Boom! Sucker Punch, SP, Sucker Punch, phone book. That's how we do it. Sucker Punch phone book. That looks like Toluca Lake, am I right? Come on. Bob Hook fans. Thanks for the question. Thanks for the time, man.
Magic there, I think we learned about that.
We do our own stunts for sure, for real.
That is really insightful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my pleasure.
He didn't have to do that, but he did. Okay. Okay, Panther. Oh, I got a question for Pantherman here. In so many of the shows, you hook up with the sexy ladies. Like in episode 508, Little Jack Horny.
Oh.
That was a great one. Pantherman posed as a food and wine critic opposite Shronella Blackstone, who was like a sexy Martha Stewart. I do. How do you prepare for those scenes?
Great question. It's true, my storyline often works its way into a femme fatale or just a sexy lady of any sort, good or bad. Just goes that way, adds a little spice to the show. Lucky for me, worked out well for me. I get to have a little fun. But it's a serious game, it's a serious process. What I like to do when I have a scene like that, a sexual scene or a sensual scene as we sometimes call it, I like to get together with the actors the night before the show. We discuss our storyline, we discuss our relationship and how it might go down. We just describe it with words at first. Then I like to take them out to dinner, maybe have a couple of drinks and loosen up, and then maybe see how it goes. Maybe play it out a little bit further in a discreet, respectful way. Sometimes we go to a hotel, sometimes we go back to my place, sometimes just stay at the bar, whatever they're more comfortable with. And we just make it real as we can, or as real as they'll let me. And that's basically my process. There's one other thing I'd like to do, and you join me sometimes
Yeah,
as well.
sometimes, yeah.
Backstage, right on before going on,
We're talking
backstage.
about warm-up?
Yeah, warm up.
Oh,
Like
okay.
you actually
Yeah,
physical
sure.
warm up. Oh, you want to lay
Yeah,
down
yeah,
on
I'll
the
do it
line?
for you, yeah.
We have iPods that we wear a lot of times, and we pump in the theme music from the show. It's usually kind of an action or a sexy romp music or something. And we use that actually to do a physical warm up before we go on, before I portray a scene like that. And it could be something like this. You know, I'll put in my iPads and I'll just see how the scene makes me feel. You know. Just to loosen up. I felt that right up here. That's good. That's good, you know.
I'm a little over here too.
Something like that, you know. Just, keep it loose, keep the blood flowing. That's all. Gotta keep it loose.
All right, this is just going much better than I could ever have hoped for. And so then we come to have Jeweler, and we've got a question for Jeweler here. Somewhere somebody is thinking of Jeweler. 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 Somebody on the back? Oh no! Now here it is, Jeweler. Jewel, yes. Here we go. Is it true that Jewel sang the theme song? Well, I guess it's not really a Jeweler question.
Technically, it has most of the letters of the word jeweler, but not all.
You'll put that too, Julie.
What's your name?
Ben Yakel.
Yeah.
I own Explosive Comics on
No,
Little Rock
yeah,
Boulevard.
yeah, I understand. The reason you're not seeing any letters in there is that nobody's gonna write the jeweler. If I could, I'm contractually obligated to be in a wheelchair, appearing as the jeweler. And in the pilot episode, Crackpipe, Pantherman, and Skyhawk, I was Skyhawk. And Skyhawk had a helicopter that he flew around the city, a little mini helicopter. They found he was too much like Pantherman. And it became Crackpipe, Pantherman, and the Jeweler. So, basically, what people see me do is looking through a microscope, and they don't really see me looking. What they see is my point of view. They do an over-shoulder shot. They'll hear my voiceover. They do use my voice a lot. That's really great. And I am contractually obligated to be in my wheelchair with my microscope. You don't have a question? Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. Hey, thumbs up.
So I think the
Nice sexy
question.
dance, Pantherman.
Thank you. To answer that question, it wasn't Jewel, it was actually Katy Perry that did the music.
Okay, all right, well that makes sense.
Original pilot.
That other way sounded pretty fucking cool though.
I have something for the jeweler.
There we go, great.
Yeah.
You sure you don't have something for the Pantherman?
Easy now.
All right.
That's
You
great,
make it
thank
crack.
you. Let's, something for the Jeweler, here we go.
Yeah, it's more of a comment, I guess, really. I'm trying to take a selfie with the guys in the background, so I was just wondering if the jeweler could just move to the side. Or something.
You want me to?
No, don't
More of
touch
like a request.
We living in.
Thank you. What's your name?
Allison.
Allison, thank you. Next.
All right.
Keep watching.
I can't believe it. They're bringing Christopher Lloyd in for the George
geez,
Harrison
wow,
show
already?
right here.
Oh, okay, all right.
Anything else, guys? Anything else?
No,
we're
thank
gonna
you
take
to
off
the
to
fans.
the
Thank
party.
you.
All right, well, we're out of time. Again, if you have the green wristband, please join us for the VIP after party cast meet and greet, right? So one more time, big applause. Hey, come on.
I'm not actually technically invited. Here's my call sheet for tomorrow, for tonight and tomorrow. I'm going out to Northridge for some second unit shots of some microfibers. And looks like it's shot over my left shoulder. Well, that's fantastic. And I guess an ADR session to do the voiceover for that section. So, yeah, no, thanks, John, for coming. That's, I'm good.